Hey there, sports fans. Welcome to 10 Yards Back with me, Jim, for my predictions for round 6 of the 2026 Betfred Superleague. How are we doing? I'm very well, thanks. Round 6 is upon us. Round 5 is a long memory at this point, but some exciting stuff happened. Plenty to go here in round 6, which in some ways feels like the calm before the storm, doesn't it? Because, of course, round 7 this year holds that famous mouth-watering rivals round. So, in this video, I'm going to give you my predictions of a couple of the highlights of the weekend, my favourite games. Just going to pick a couple out there and give you my views on the rest fleetingly as well. On Sunday, Super League's got a big birthday. Super League turns 30 on Sunday with Leeds versus Warrington, which was also, I think, the 5,000th fixture or whatever it was last year. I was away in Perpignan at the time. Leeds versus Warrington, Sunday at 5:30. It's an interesting fixture at this time of the year because I feel like both teams have a real strong identity at the minute. Warrington are in the phase that they always are this time of year, where they're just winning stuff convincingly, racking up the points, surprising everyone. It's their year at this point. Leeds, for the first time in quite a few years, I think, have started the season really well. So Leeds have got their identity. They know who they are. Warrington, very, very confident. They feel they can go they can go at it and do what they need to. Let's look at how each is performing. So Warrington are a few rungs above Leeds there, but by and large, nothing too untoward. I've got that as 830, and that cannot be true. I think I've probably got my stats wrong there. So two teams that are pretty much neck and neck, right? Everyone, and neck in terms of our respect as well. Like, both have got a real strong squad that can do wonderful things. So either team could win it, right? Let's have a look at the teams. Leeds have got their choice 13. Warrington have got a few setbacks, but the people they've brought in to replace them are just as good. So we're talking about Kai Taylor-Ray, the young fullback prodigy, has fallen to the fullback curse, but they brought Josh Hewlish in, who's done a wonderful job for him over the past couple of years, standing in for Dufty last year, for example. So how are each team going to play this? I'll go for. I mean, the way that Leeds are going to play it is pretty obvious, I think. Connor can kick the ball into the air for about 10 seconds. The Leeds defence can get up on the back line. They've got Josh Hewlish kind of out of position there at fullback. They're going to try and capitalise on that. They have also got Matty Ashton back, who is a speedster. Josh Hewlish can run himself, and Josh Smith isn't doing too bad either. So Leeds really, really need to execute that plan very well, because if you let any of those wingers get the ball, because they are all wingers essentially, if you let any of those wingers get the ball, they are gone. Matty Ashton has, so exciting when he does a full lengther, which he does all the time. He's got that in his game. So has Hewlish, to be fair, and Smith potentially. I don't know. We haven't seen. So that's Leeds' game plan. The Warrington game plan, I think, is a little bit more interesting. They've got probably the most diverse and specialised half-back pairing in the league. So you've got Mark Sneed, who is an out-and-out positional kicker. He can put the ball wherever he wants, any time of the game. Williams, on the other hand, is an absolute bruiser, big lad, runs it to the line very bravely, can pass at the line really, really efficiently. and has a real nice grubber through the line as well. Sneed is going to be struggling in this one because where do you kick it? He's only got one place to kick it, really, and that's at Ryan Hall. You don't want Miller to catch it, and you definitely don't want Sivo to catch it, because you're basically going to be giving away 20 metres every time you kick it. So Sneed could kick it dead, and you're talking about, really slowing down the pace of the game, but that doesn't really suit Warrington either. They want to get a roll on. So most of this game, I think, on the Warrington side is going to come through Williams, running it at the line, passing it at the line, and those little grubbers through. That doesn't mean that Sneed's not going to do anything. He's still valuable for a 40-20, or like I said, slowing the pace down, kicking the ball out, grabbing those pauses when you need them. But I think that's the strategy. So you're basically looking at aerial versus sort of, tough, hard stuff. Who wins that exchange? I think Leeds might just edge it out. Leeds have got everyone they need to do wonderful things. Newman, Hanley in the centres, the two wingers I've already mentioned, Hall and Sivo. They can close down that that attacking line very, very quickly. If it gets into a bloodbath in the middle, an arm wrestle rather in the middle, Leeds have got real good, Callum Watkins in second row, for example. Just, they've got a real good rotation of really agile forwards on the bench and off the bench. And they've got Danny Levi and a hooker who's doing wonderful things. Now, that's not to say that Williams can't make something magic happen with Walker. It's a really strong possibility. But I just think that at home, the home field advantage is going to go to Leeds in this one on Sunday. What do you think? I mean, this one's anyone's game. I really, really hope that this is as exciting as it can be for Super League's 30th birthday, because you wouldn't want them to cry at their own party, would you? Let me know what you think on that one, because, man, I am looking forward to that one. All right. Elsewhere in the league, who haven't I covered? Wigan versus Huddersfield. Lee versus Toulouse is an appealing fixture, but we think that given the way that the Leopards played last week against Wakefield with the injuries, I can only really see that going one way. Hull FC versus Catalans is a sleeper. I'm really rooting for Hull FC on that one. I don't know why. I don't know when I became a Hull FC fan, but gosh darn it, I bloody did. So I'm rooting for Hull FC on that one. I think they can do it. My math says that they can do it. But Catalans are just boiling, aren't they? They're just simmering. They're just ready to boil over. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Thank you, everyone, for your attention. Let me know what you think of my predictions, my team choices, who's in, who's out, blah blah blah, who's injured, and I just haven't noticed and put them in the team anyway. Let me know. Listen, like, subscribe, comment. Let's make friends in the comments, and enjoy Super League's 30th birthday. I'll see you next week.